All right, welcome back to the shop. So it's been about a month, over a month since my last video. Just been really busy. I lost an engine in one of my cat rock trucks and I had to pull the engine, had to go through all that, put the engine back in. So I'm finally done with that. So today I ran down to Yermo. It's about 2 hours each way, so it turns out to be about a 5-hour round trip for me to pick up this M1163 for a customer. I'm going to go through this and then it's going to ship off to Florida when I'm done with it. So I just want to kind of show you guys a few things, what I see when I pick these up or when they get delivered. This one actually looks really good. It looked good in the pictures online. You know, it's obviously there's going to be stuff to do, or always is. But I'll just kind of highlight a few things. Like this tire's got some really uneven wear to it. If you look down, you can see that these bushings are shot in the control arm bushings. So I've got to do those bushings. The CV joints are obviously bad. They're always bad. Airbags, they're pretty crusty. A couple of them don't look too bad. There's stuff that's flaking on top. That's like a coating on there. But if you get down in there, you'll see the cracks in it and stuff. Let me swing over to the other side. So one thing it's going to need is batteries. Yeah, we look in here and look at the batteries, and I didn't even look at the date on them yet, but they had a jump started to get it to me. Whenever I have them load them, I always ask them to jump it and drive it if it's drivable, because if they use a forklift to load these up, they always bend the skid plates underneath, and then sometimes they bend them far enough that they hit the drive shafts and they bend the drive shafts. So these batteries, they don't look that bad. I mean, they're clean, but this thing is completely dead. He jumped it, drove it up on the trailer for me, and I went to start it back up again just to check it, and it is flat dead. It's got this tin work standing up back here. Straighten that up. This one's nice. It's got the bow in the back for the rear canvas. It has the front canvas. I took it off before I shipped it because I didn't want it to come off on me. The wind was blowing about 50 miles an hour out there in Yermo today. It took me a full tank of fuel just to get there and pick this up and come back, because I had a massive headwind on the way back. So I always take the canvas off. I took the doors off. I put all that stuff in the back of my truck. I try to secure everything the best that I can. I can't really go through the electronics and see what works and doesn't work yet until I put some batteries on it, or batteries in it. The exhaust, I had to tie this up with some tie wire because this hanger was broken, and they just had this clamp on there that's broken. The lower hanger, it's broken here, so I've got to replace that. This one looks pretty good. It did not see salt water, that's for sure. I could tell this quick that it didn't see salt water. One thing it does have is it has the iCubed update, so it's got the different air cleaner. So the reason for the iCubed update, the difference in the air cleaner is the older ones, if they come off of a landing craft coming onto shore, they drive off into water. When the water rushes up over the hood, it would get into the old style air cleaner and it would flood the air intake. This one here is made so that if, first off, water's got to get in this dome, which is a different style pickup. The little bit of water that does get in there, it flows straight through and falls out the bottom, and then it doesn't get into the air filter part to plug the air filter, because if you get an air filter wet, they're just plugged. Air can't get through them. Let's pull the engine oil dipstick. It should have engine oil because it was running. Yeah, it's got oil. That's something we always change no matter what. You don't know how old it is or what's gotten into it. As a rule of thumb anyways, whenever you change oil in something, and you run it, after a year you need to change it again, because that's when the molecules and stuff will start to break down in the oil. Check the trans fluid. Smells good. I'll have to check it again once it's running and warmed up, but it's up there on the stick, and it smells good and it looks clean. One thing I noticed that the steering was dead when I after you put it on the trailer, I had him leave it running and I had him move it over because he parked it off to one side, all the way to the left. There was no power steering. I don't know if the camera's picking that up, but that reservoir is empty. It's not a drop in it. So I'm going to fill the reservoir up before I jump start it here to pull it off of the trailer. We'll see where it's leaking, see what's going on with that. You know, it's pretty dirty. It's just dust. The thing's been sitting in Yermo for probably a year or two. I don't know if they shipped them all there at the same time. If so, it's been sitting there for about 2 years. One other thing with the iCubed update is the headlights. They get different headlights. Close the hood. You see how the headlights are sticking out the front. They've got these plates holding them on. You know, on the other ones, you can see that 1161 over there. The headlights are recessed. They're hidden. That's the original style. And then when they have these LED lights, it's got the iCubed update. Which, I love the effect of the LED lights, but I think the other lights look better, just the way they're recessed. So one other thing that they do with the iCubed update is they change the steering unit. They take the existing one off and they put this one here made by Sweet Manufacturing on it. It's supposed to be more durable, more reliable. I don't know yet. This is actually the first one I've worked on that has this new style one. They also changed this part of the steering gear here. So I don't know why it'd be out of fluid unless they left something, you know, left the hose loose or something like that when they put it on, because this looks like it was just put on. It probably wasn't really even used once it was put on. Maybe they left something loose and all the oil ran out. I don't know. We'll definitely investigate that. So anyways, that was just a real quick overview. It would be a short video, just kind of what I see when I pick them up, the stuff I start to look at right off the bat. I look at CV joints, look at airbags, fluids, and we get into the batteries. We get the batteries in there, and then I can start it up and we can check and make sure that the suspension works right, that the CTIS system works right, and you know, go from there and just fix everything that we can so that everything works you know, like it was intended to work. So obviously the air system works because this thing is still jacked up. When he did bring it to me, he had the air compressor running, so I know that works. And he probably built air and raised it up, because I couldn't imagine this thing holding air in the suspension for that long, you know, sitting here for a year or whatever, 2 years, without it bleeding down. Because I mean, even like with mine, I've gone through the whole system, everything works right, and it bleeds down after a month. So anyways, that was a quick video. I will get some more videos out shortly. I've got this one. This is next in line. I've done most of the work to it. I just have to pull the trans and finish that sensor. That's done. It'll ship out. So then I have that one's next. I have to go through that one. It looks like it's in really good shape. It's just going to be the basic stuff, the CV joints, the airbags, checking everything out, make sure everything works right. This one here looks the same. It looks like it's in really good shape. I love when I haven't seen salt water yet. I love when they don't have the underbody spray on them. Makes it so much easier to work on them. So anyways, thanks for watching. I'll try to get the next video out a little sooner than 5 weeks or whatever it's been since my last one. So stay tuned. If you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, please hit the subscribe button. I've got a lot of videos on these and other military vehicles that I'm working on, heavy equipment stuff that I'm working on. And hit the like button, please, and hit that notification bell. That way you'll know when the next video comes up. That'll probably be the next video when I'm done with that. Then that'll be the next video of this video. I've actually got one more vehicle in here that I kind of got going on too, and that'll get a video on it, you know, when I'm done with that too. So anyways, thanks for watching. Have a good day.